just to push it.
Pushing.
Yeah. And then you got your levers in there.
The what? What?
Howdy. Now Thursday night, last one of the month too, so alrighty. Let's see. I've still got computer problems, I guess. Well, software problems, because I can't get on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So evidently, I don't know what's going on, but we're just doing YouTube right now until I try and get this figured out. But anyhow, we got Tim over here on the panel right now so far. Let's see who we got all in the chat. We got Wicked Insanity, Dwight, how you doing? SD70ACE, Shane Strains, Lloyd's here, how you doing? Got Samurai, glad to see you made it. Rail Artist, Mr. Bill, South Brooklyn Railroad, Jerry. I got your stuff loaded up, but I'm having to do a bunch of stuff manually, so yeah, we'll get to them pictures. Bob Gilray, Ari, how you doing? Alrighty. Well, like Bill says, we'll do a little homework right here at the very beginning, and I'll announce it again later on, but let's see, on the 30th, this coming Saturday, we got Railroad Empires, how we are building them with Robert and his crew. That'll be at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, so be sure and tune in for that one. They're doing a really good job on it, I think. I think we got something in June. Let me see. Yeah, first week of June, just got the Thursday show. 17th, we do have Ralph's show. And I do believe Who's Big Bill Talking To is on, it's got a show on June the 10th. I don't have it marked on the calendar yet, so yeah. I'll have to go back and check my email, verify that one or not. Hey, Brad, he just popped in. Yep, got a Saturday night party. Butch is here too. Alrighty. I'll also let you know summertime's coming in. I know we still got this damn virus going on, but anyway, we're going into our summer mode where everybody's outside, vacations, doing whatever, you know. And we've been running the Thursday show every week, even during the summertime, but because of my situation this summer, I've got to take a little time off. So we will be running the show every other week, and to keep it to where we'll have a show pretty much every week, I will do the week that Robert is not doing a show on Saturday. So when Railroad Empires has a Saturday show, I will not have a show that week. My show will be the next week, so that way we got something going on each week for you guys, so you don't really have too bad a case of DTs. Anyway, that's what we got for the schedule for right now, until things change. But Robert's show will run pretty much all the way through the summertime, because he's playing 10 shows. And Bill just put in here that the guests for last night had a real bad thunderstorm and they lost their power, and that was the reason why he couldn't get on. So Oh, yeah. Lloyd has got a show, too, Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be on the NMRA-X channel on Facebook. And then later on, after the show's aired, I think they post it up on YouTube. So go check that one out, because Lloyd's going to be showing his layout off there and on the NMRA-X. And Bill just said that James Adams, that was supposed to be on last night, is rescheduled for June the 24th. And Jerry wants to know who's, that is Tim Wyman. He's the only one on the panel right now. Alright, hopefully you guys are seeing me, because I'm getting all kinds of error messages popping up here for some reason or another. But everything still looks good on my end. Yeah, Bill, that will probably work for me. Tim, I don't know, but you're muted here on the panel, so. I don't know if you've been trying to talk. I see you're in the chat. Alrighty. I guess everybody's gone on vacation, because the usual suspects are not coming in on the panel. Anybody wants to get in on the panel, you got a webcam and a mic. The link is posted on YouTube and Facebook, so. You're welcome to come in on the panel. All right, anybody want to start a topic tonight? I tell you what, let me see if I can get this to come up. Oh, there's Lloyd. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Having all kinds of good software problems. I keep getting a server error message that
They're gonna start being noisy now.
I don't see anything going on here anyway. Alrighty, let's see now.
What you got there, Johnny?
Hang on a second. Let me get this thing to play right. Get rid of some stuff in the background. This is Jerry Ashley, Yeah, let's see.
We have no audio from you, John.
What, from me? You can't hear me, Tim?
Tim, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Johnny?
All right, neither one of y'all can hear me.
Johnny?
Yeah, we have no audio from John, and we've lost his image. I mean, we've got a screen share.
All right, well. All right, somebody want to type in for me in chat that I don't know why my audio's not working on the panel, but if everybody can hear me out there on the show, that's okay. But we'll,
Bill can hear us over on YouTube.
I cannot see my YouTube thing right now.
Yeah, you're loud and clear.
Okay. All right, this is Jerry Ashley's pictures that he sent me the other day, and this is a scratch bill that
We
he's.
hear Johnny.
Anyway, these are pictures of Jerry's scratch build. It's a distribution center that he used to work at, Temple, Arizona, before he retired. And so Jerry doesn't have to keep typing a lot. I will.
There you're starting to come back in, Johnny.
I will.
Barely.
I am going to read his email, so you guys will get an explanation of it. But that looks like the start of the build right there. Now he's starting to assemble it. He said, these are almost finished pics of my N-scale Safeway distribution center that I'd like to share with our online community. The only thing left to do is add the 14 LED exterior lights that I'm wiring up now. I don't know how it will show up in the dark room, in a dark room, with only the distribution center lights on with my wimpy phone camera. Yeah. It has 10 truck doors, 5 for dry goods and 5 for perishables. Rail doors for each department on the sides, and offices above the center. It measures 24 inches wide by 12 inches deep and will be the focal point in the switching layout that he's building. The layout is 16 feet long with an 8-foot section in the middle between two 4x4 ends. It takes up half of my small condo living room. Good thing I'm not married, ha ha ha. This is my first attempt at scratch building anything, and I've taken my time with it because I want to make sure I do it correctly. Also, it's a few truck doors less than the distribution center that he retired from in 2005, but at least it's similar. Yeah, that's what you call selective compression to get things to work. Let's go ahead and scroll through some of these pictures here that he's taken. Looks like he's got a few of the lights already started going on the building there. Like I see some around some dock doors too over on the left. Yep. And I guess I ran out of pictures. Okay. I'll close that out and get back over here and stop screen share. Alright, Tim, can you hear me now?
I can hear you very well.
Can you hear me on the panel too?
Yes.
Yeah, I can now. I refreshed.
Yeah, well. Alright.
Where's Chris?
Yep.
So, Johnny,
Yes.
I'm back working on my brewery
Oh, okay.
because I got some stuff back from Miles. It was very nice of him to print walls and letters. Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Okay, this way.
There you go. Molson.
Let me find something to put behind.
I say it's backwards on my side.
Okay, so maybe we can see this better. Not really. Anyway, the letter is Molson.
Yeah.
So what he did is I was asking him if he could print letters like O's, S.
Yeah.
So at first I said, just print me the letters. And he decided to also print the walls. And this is what the walls are going to look like.
Okay.
And I'm going to have the clock.
All right.
So right now I'm just testing the letters to see if they fit well. Because he printed it with, what do you call it? Filament 3D printer.
Yeah.
So the bottom part is was like he calls it an elephant's foot because it's sitting on the plate, and it's thicker on one side. So I've got to enter them from the top. I've got some sanding to do to make sure that the wall doesn't buckle.
Yeah.
But he did a hell of a nice job.
Yeah.
So I've got no choice but to continue working on my brewery.
Yeah.
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 I know one guy who's going to be happy. Tom. I even got 2 sheets of styrene, 2 feet by 4 feet.
Yeah, I don't know why everybody's in here talking about ropes, chains, and cables now. What does that have to do with trains?
They're one of the hardest things to model.
Yeah, yeah.
Human City, to answer your question, it's flat printed. The wall has texture, not the letters. So the texture, basically for the wall, is what do you call it? Like wood planks holding the concrete. So basically, you see the concrete lines.
You see the form lines in the concrete.
Yeah. I guess somebody's taking a bath. You can hear the water.
No, I was watching a print. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, that maybe you're licking the water out of the bowl.
Nope.
All right,
Or that
Dan Cohen has got a question. No, not Dan. Al Marr. He wants to know, how do you secure a load? Depends on the load. You'll either use chains, or you can use tie-down straps.
Well, it depends. If you want to remove the load once it gets to destination, you want to make sure that it's not strapped, that you're able to remove the load.
Yeah. Looks like Chris has been weathering some heavy equipment there.
Yeah, I was playing with that yesterday.
Hey, it's Joey.
Going on?
Now that ain't model railroad related, unless you got a big garden railroad.
Working on it. I was going to paint the eyes for now and then continue with the other stuff, but I thought about weathering up the frog. Not all frogs are perfectly clean. A lot of them.
Hey, Joey, it's not a frog show. It's a model railroad show.
Marty just popped in. Said good day.
Good day,
Hey,
Marty.
Marty.
Good day, Marty.
Hey, Marty.
I think Al was trying to make a joke. Nobody quite got it.
Yeah, well, Dwight is too. 'Cause he's saying, "Is that a frog from which turnout?"
Or did the witch turn it out to be a frog?
Green Frog Productions. That's where the frog is from. But yeah, I just saved myself. No one can say anything now.
Yeah, Rob said that's a number 200 frog.
Is that a powered frog?
With Joe, there's no telling.
It's very true.
It could ribbit later.
It's a ribbit counter.
I was going to say it might croak on him.
Only if he drops it on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, now they just need a good green job.
Ooh, the Korean barbecue sounds really good, Marty.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because you can't have fish and chips until Friday.
He always eats the best stuff. It's not fair.
Bill's telling him to go fish and chips.
Most of the time, yeah, it is. I like this. Fish and chips is awesome. I miss going out and getting that stuff.
No, maybe Marty, you should skip this lunch.
I agree with hoping our Dan Cohen, hoping our friends up in Minnesota are staying safe.
Human City, Marty's in Australia. Over on the East Coast.
Oh, that's right. He's already on Friday, so he can have his fish and chips.
That makes sense. All right. Now. Oh, that's not the right color. The Burlington Northern Green would have been perfect for this frog. I'll have it. Cascade grain specifically. You said multiple times. Actually, I have a locomotive that's kind of drying right now, so I must do some me time.
Ooh, White. Bet you're glad you moved from there. White said the fires are in Minneapolis are in his old neighborhood.
Wow.
See, Marty's like, what, 16 hours difference, isn't he?
Yeah.
Not 12?
Yeah, he's 16.
Yeah, he's half a day plus.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, it's 11:30 over there now. Getting close to lunch.
Yeah, that would be a shame. Dwight.
Oh my god. PVC gloves suck to work in.
Here, you were just bragging on them things last night.
I wasn't bragging. That's not how I was not bragging. I was just saying I have reusable gloves because the disposable ones have gotten expensive and harder to find. And I have to have them for work, so.
Yeah, our company's supplying ours, thankfully. But they got the thin nitrile ones now instead of the heavier duty ones. And being a mechanic with those, you rip them every 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, those are worthless. You put two on at a time.
All right, Michael Conley's got a question, LED question for the back of a loco. I get the back end. Do I connect the yellow DC wire to both LED wires? Because the front blue and white are no problem.
Well, the blue is your common. That's going to be your actual power. And then the white will be your front. Will connect to your front lights, and the yellow will be your back.
So it's yellow and blue for the back lights?
Yeah, should be. And yeah, you can connect both of them. You can either connect them in series or you can connect them in parallel. Just know that if you connect them in parallel, if one blows, it's going to double your current across the other. If you connect them in series, you blow one, they both go out. What decoder are you using, Michael? Yeah, we're not talking about this. New York City, they'd cut your finger off for you.
You're dumping in cement 3 feet down to your knees or waist side, you know.
Yeah, Robert just popped in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
I ain't working on anything right now. Besides putting the bed together downstairs earlier.
Michael says the Digitrack decoder with Evan designs LEDs already with resistor and capacitor.
All right. Let me see here if I can.
We've already gone through all the frog jokes, Robert, so yeah. That frog's going outside but don't know where.
I think my girlfriend wanted to paint this. And she put it on my desk, so if anything, it's just a base coat. She could do all the other whatever she wants on top of this.
All right, Michael, this one's for you. This should be your wiring diagram for your decoder. So you got your yellow for your rear light, blue's your common, and your front. White wire. So you can splice off the blue and then double it back towards the back. All it is a basically like a 5-volt common supply. Might even be 1.5. I think it's 5 though. If I can find it. And if you got this style, you peel the wrapping back a little bit. They're showing you here that you actually have extra solder pads underneath for those supplies. So you got a blue common, function 4, and function 3 is under there also. So your yellow, white, yellow. Let's see here, spec sheet. All right. That don't tell me.
All right. I think that probably got it for him there, Tim.
All right. And I was looking to see if I can see what the voltage output was on those supplies real quick here.
Huh? You find it, you can tell him.
Yep. You're welcome, Michael.
There it is.
So I take it, Chris, you're just working on your 3D stuff tonight?
What's that?
You working on your 3D stuff tonight?
I just printed. I'm trying to figure out how the best way to put these together. They're manual ground throws.
Oh, okay.
Am I in camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just pulled them off the printer and I was washing them up. And now before I cure them, while they're still soft, I'm trying to figure out the best way to put them together. Because I want to say these were made for a filament printer, not a resin printer. If I do that and make that hole just a little bit bigger.
So I take it you're going to have a construction site on your layout?
I'm gonna have some kind of construction stuff, I'm sure.
So the way those are weathered up, almost be ready for a scrap yard.
Yeah, they're gonna be sitting for a while. Those are. Those are gonna be sitting in the backfield. But they're still drivable. I've seen worse actually on the road. So.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Jerry, as you move along on that building, send me more pictures, so I'll post them again here in the show for you. But just to let everybody know before we start going down on viewers, starting in June, the Thursday show is going to be running every other week, and it's going to run opposite of the Railroad Empire show on Saturday, so that way we know we've got a show going each week during the summertime. Give somebody stuff to watch.
Track.
There we go.
You sure it's HO, Tim? Not in
Yep.
scale, and since you had to push it to get it started?
At that spot right there, and then the crossing that's just past that, it just doesn't want to stay clean. Usually, if I pass over top of it, it's fine. But if I stop on it, I
Well, since Ari was in here, I thought I'd kind of pick at him a little bit. Actually, that wasn't specifically for Ari, but yeah. Every time I see somebody running in scale, they usually wind up having to push it a little bit. Yeah, Ari said just hit the side of the layout and it should start again.
Layout, model railroad layout, problem solving 101.
Just smack it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
There went the crossing. One of the cars caught
Well,
it.
that's why the crossing crew's out there to check on it, see what's going on with it. It's laying over a little bit.
All right, hit the side of the layout again.
Yeah.
Big Bill wants to know if those are new auto racks, Tim.
Those aren't the new ones. I haven't got those yet. Haven't got any of the new ones. Those are two of them are Walther's Platinum line, I think, and then one of them's their the lower end at that period in time. I got some of the scale trains ones on order. Of course, they won't be here until the end of the year. I can't wait to get those though, because they'll fit with my other scale train stuff. All the roller bearing trucks and everything. Although those two Grand Trunk ones do have roller bearing trucks. They got Ather and Genesis roller bearing trucks underneath of them.
Yeah. Michael Bertinto wants to know, Tim, do those crossing gates work?
Yes.
Was that a sigh?
Right now they don't, because I don't have anything hooked up to them. But the arm's hooked up to the servo underneath the layout, and they're wired up. Arduino plugged into them right now. I was working on a sketch to try to get them to function when the train crossed.
Yeah, Mike wants to know what brand.
They're scratch built.
If you didn't hear that, that was scratch built, Michael. Homegrown.
Cage free. Okay. This is one of those locomotives where I just got to stop and just set it to the client. I had too much fun with it.
Yeah, Ari said in switching areas he's thinking about using toggle switch for his road crossing signals.
I got most of the crossing signals set up working. The problem was the sensor settings. I couldn't quite get everything to reset after the train cleared. It would trigger, flash the lights, lower the arm, but I could never get it to reset. photo etched my own walkways and ladders. They're scratch built out of styrene, so of course I bumped it once, broke it. Kid bumped it, and he broke it again. So I'm just now getting back to gluing it back up. I gotta still build the one for the other side.
So I should always build in pairs.
I've got all the parts cut. There's half of the other one.
Ari's asking, is there a way to wire a capacitor to the rails like in the prototypes?
What, for the trains?
For the crossing?
Oh, for the crossing.
But if you've got block detection set up or like Railcom or something like that, they do something similar to that. They use block detection to trigger the lights, which is somewhat what the prototype does, except for they're not sending current down all their track. They're only sending it across that one section, and when the train crosses it, it completes the circuit. I mean, you could do it if you were doing dead rail. Just power that one section of track on one side, use the locomotive wheel, put a resistor across them, and
Yeah.
yeah, I need to check out some of the other Arduino sketches out there that have got the crossing gate set up already, and see if there's any way I can modify them for the number of sensors. I tried Jeff Buns' setup he had, and it didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. And then I tried Tom's trains and things, and it worked similar. And I tried to add a couple more sensors because I wanted a little bit more redundancy. And I guess I screwed it all up because it quit working totally.
Whoops.
And, well, I mean, it would work when I come into the block section of it, but then when I'd exit, it wouldn't reset. I mean, everything would shut back off, but when I tried to go back around again, it wouldn't pick the train up again the second time. Or if I backed in through it, it wouldn't pick it up. So I don't know if I needed to, probably just needed to reset my variables at the end. And probably where I was having my problems at. Clearing all I need to probably clear all the variables out back to their zero specs. But I kind of gave up on it for a little while. Had other important things to work on the layout. But where you see the little red flag out there behind the maintenance white truck's got a infrared sensor, and then just on the other side of the crossing is an infrared sensor, and then there's two further out from that, and I think I've got another two further out from that. So that way, as the train comes in, it triggers the lights, and then when it hits the other trigger, it triggers the gate, and when it clears the one signal, or the last sensor on the far side of the crossing, it shuts everything off. And raises the arm back up.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, we're getting pretty much right there at the 1 hour mark, so.
Already?
Yeah, we'll call this.
Wow.
Call this one a night.
You can call it morning if you want to.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much call it afternoon if you're in Australia. They should be hitting about 12 o'clock right now.
Yep.
Anyway, don't forget we got Railroad Empires this Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so don't forget that. And starting next month, Thursday night's show will be every other week. It'll be the opposite week from Mile Railroading Empires, or from Railroad Empires shows. So try and keep a show at least going every week then. Alright, with that, y'all have a good weekend. And we shall catch y'all later. Well, we'll catch you Saturday night, that's for sure. So, everybody have a good one, and we'll talk to y'all later.
All right, Johnny, have a good night.
Good night, Johnny.
All right, Johnny.
Man,